Today on American Gladiators, it's the clash of the superheroes. When Erik Betts, an actual Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, leaps into action.
If you really believe in yourself, it's your attitude. A positive attitude can conquer tall obstacles.
A student at the University of Texas, Ray Velasco at 5'11" and 190 pounds, has the hunger to win big.
If you're really hungry for it, you'll get the job done. You know, whether you're old, young, small, weak, big, whatever.
Then two moms go one-on-one. Cindy Leroy, who earns her living by making false teeth, is out to prove that she's for real. She goes up against Katy Haller, a 32-year-old mother of three from the state of Washington, and she still can't believe she's actually in Gladiator Arena.
I didn't know what to expect, and I was like, this is what I got myself into?
Pull up a chair, bring that couch a little closer to your TV set. Now there you've got it, a ringside seat here at Gladiator Arena. Hi again everyone, I'm Mike Adelman. You know, diversity is one word that describes the four contenders you'll see competing today against the American Gladiators. We've got a pre-med student, a dental technician, a mother of three, and an actor. But Erik Betts isn't your ordinary actor. He's something very special. His talent's quite unique. And right now he's with my co-host, Lisa Milowski, in the contender locker room. Lisa?
Mike, Erik is a former Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, a hero of the grade school class. What ranger did you play?
Played the Red and Green Ranger.
And what did you do?
Basically, I did all the gymnastics and martial arts for them.
Oh boy, well I wonder what kind of tricks you have in store for the Gladiators.
Have to wait and see.
Well, let's see.
Okay. See this?
Ooh, wow. Watch out, Gladiators. Back to you, Mike.
No question about it, Erik talented enough, but is he tough enough? Once again, today's contenders are vying for $2,500 in prize money and a chance to be eligible for our Tournament of Champions, where they can take home $30,000 in cash and prizes. Round one, event number one, it's Swingshot. Let's go to our tail of the tape. Our two contenders, Cindy Leroy, 31 years old, 5'8", 128, a dental technician and mother of two from Rowlett, Texas. Her opponent, Katy Haller, 32, 5'5", 145, a comptroller from Seattle, Washington. For the Gladiators, it's the tandem of Sky and Siren. Swingshot, a 60-second game where contenders will leap from their towers and then using the spring from those bungee cords will try to grab either the red, blue, or yellow scoring markers attached to that center cylinder. Reds worth 3, blues 2, yellows 1. We're set to go. Here we go. Siren, Sky getting high, and Katy Haller gets the first scoring marker, a yellow one. To make it count, however, she's got to put it back in the scoring bin at the top of her tower. Cindy can't get high enough. Siren all over her. 40 seconds remain. Siren with a huge lead. Here comes Cindy, and oh, she's got a yellow. She almost had two. Katy and Cindy tied at one apiece. Cindy's got another yellow. Katy went for a blue and got the yellow instead. 15 seconds now. Time perhaps for one more scoring opportunity. Katy going high, Sky stops her. Cindy went for the yellow, but they had already been picked off. So this one is going to end 2-2. Katy Haller and Cindy Leroy each grabbing 2 yellow scoring markers. 2-2, the final. Pretty respectable effort by both women. Cindy's daughter Rachel certainly liked her mom's performance. Watch her here, reaching out, grabbing a yellow and bringing it home. One of her 2 scores, and Katy almost had the blue just couldn't get it and settled for a yellow.
They're ready to spring, swing, and do their thing. Our Gladiators atop their towers and harness the bungee cords there. Saber, he'll be joined by Nitro. For the contenders, let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Erik Betts, 26 years old, 5'8", 150, a former Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, now an actor from Van Nuys, California. His opponent, Ray the Kid Velasco, 22, 5'11", 190, a pre-med student from Dallas, Texas. Again, today's winner will pocket $2,500 in prize money. Here we go, all four men at the center cylinder, and scoring markers go flying. Here comes Ray and Saber. Ray trying to go for a blue, couldn't get it. Nitro keeping Erik Betts away. Here comes the former Power Ranger one more time. Going high, can't get there. 30 seconds remain, and both contenders have yet to get on the scoreboard. Erik and Nitro sky again high. Nitro and Saber doing a whale of a job. I don't think the Gladiators have ever shut out the contenders in this event. 5 seconds remain. We're going to have one happen here, though. That is it. Pretty hairy mid-air collisions, and as a result, Erik Betts and Ray Velasco come up empty in Swingshot. Nitro, I don't believe it's ever happened before. You shut down, shut out the contenders in this game, Swingshot, and I think you discovered a little secret up there.
Well, you know, Mike, it's all about focus right here. And I knew that Erik had a lot of experience, you know, with the Power Rangers doing the acrobatics and stuff. So I said, hey, Erik, you come out and do your game, and I'm going to do my game. It's just that I'm going to be a lot better than you at it, and it proved so for me and Saber both.
Saber, we talked about this earlier. You're getting mighty good at this, but you had your helmet on backward. Was that sort of like a lucky charm today, or?
That's my influence of Nitro. He's back, so, you know, he's a crazy dude, so you got to do it his way, you know? He helped build the house. He was one of the founding fathers of this Gladiator arena, you know what I mean? So any chance I can to go out and welcome him back, I do it. So I went out and looked stupid for him today.
Okay, well done.
Thanks, my brother.
Saber and Nitro did not look too stupid in Swingshot. Great job. Tug of War is next.
Round two for the men here at Gladiator Arena. You see the two platforms that rock back and forth. It's time for Tug of War. For the Gladiators, the Hawkster, who is very pumped up, sets himself. And first up for our contenders, Erik Betts, who was shut out in Swingshot, looking for his first points today.
Erik Betts is now enjoying the enormous popularity that goes with being a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, but back in high school, he wasn't so lucky.
Being the geek and being very much into astrostellar physics and astronomy and all these other different fields that nobody but a geek would be into. But then having the body because of the way I was training, I didn't fit in with the geeks because I looked like too much of a jock. Didn't fit with the jocks because you look like a geek.
But he's no geek when he dons one of the many costumes he wears for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Well, I play the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger. As the Red Ranger, I'm more restricted to how much I can move. As the Green Ranger, he's kind of a kamikaze guy. He takes care of business. So I get to get let loose and do more of the flashy stuff.
And through the magic of television editing, you just might see Erik actually fighting himself.
Me jumping in the air as a bad guy punching, then the next scene is me as the good guy kicking who you thought just landed.
And for someone who taught himself gymnastics and the martial arts, it's all paying off for Erik Betts.
Really believe in yourself. It's your attitude. A positive attitude can conquer tall obstacles.
Well, Erik will need his jock mentality to kick in here against Hawk. If he can pull him off, it's worth 10 points. If he can get that red ribbon to his side of the midline after the 30 seconds expires, he's got 5. Hawk is ready, so is Erik. Referee Larry Thompson about to start the match.
Hawk reeling Erik in. The Power Ranger in trouble. Well, you can see how gifted he is as far as gymnastics is concerned, but for sheer strength, it's all Hawk.
Erik will take it back to the locker room, and the crowd is getting set now for the next contender, Ray Velasco.
Hawk ready to do it again and enlisting a little support from the fans here at Gladiator Arena. And usually it's the contender who responds to the whistle first that has the best chance to win. But again, Hawk, once he gets that platform canted back in his direction, like right there, he's got the advantage back. Ray giving him a battle though. 10 seconds to go, and Ray desperately trying to get the platform canted back in his direction. Right now, that red ribbon on Hawk's side of the midline. Time expires, that is it. Hawk wins the tug, no points for Ray Velasco. Hey, Hawk, you'll be the first to admit that you were stiff in this event last year, but you've gotten good. What happened?
Well, I tell you what, Mike, you know, you work in the offseason, you kind of try to capitalize on the events that you didn't do as well at last year. I worked a lot of back, worked a lot of pipes. It's showtime now. At first guy tired me out. Second guy was a battle, but I still came through for two. Yeah!
Nicely done.
So Hawk comes through for two, and quickly we move on to round number two. The Whiplash ring is set and ready to go. The women will start things off on the bone. First up will be Cindy Leroy. You know, she's one of 7 kids who grew up in Annandale, Virginia. She's married, has 2 young daughters, ages 6 and 4, but she's a working mom too. Her career, a dental technician.
We've done a lot of messed up teeth. I stack the powder of the shade of the tooth, and then we bake it in the oven, and it hardens to a porcelain, and then we grind it to fit the mouth, and then we stain it, you know, if it needs a little color adjustment, and then we glaze it, and that makes it look like your natural tooth.
And I wonder if Cindy's teeth were chattering thinking about the prospect of drawing Jazz in this event.
Again, contenders have 30 seconds to try to pull the double triangle away from the Gladiator or use it to pull the Gladiator outside this ring. Like being a living punching bag, the way everybody used to pick on her and beat up on her. But she has got a lot of moxie, I'll tell you that. Look at that. Wow. A mother of 2, 31 years old, didn't start lifting weights until after she gave birth to her second child. She was giving away 50 pounds to Jazz, and somehow, some way, she did it. Unbelievable.
Cindy, simply incredible. 6 seconds, Jazz said, do I have to look at it again? Well, how did you do it?
I don't know. I just ran as quick as I could and just pulled real hard. I don't know.
And it worked. So, Jazz, what happened?
Well, I know when I first tied into her, I was a little worried about my grip, and I thought, well, I can hold on to it. But obviously, I guess I didn't.
She got you this time. Yeah, fantastic job, Cindy. All right.
Cindy Leroy, don't mess with Texas, don't mess with moms. Here comes another one, Katy Haller.
And Jazz now steaming. Rarely does she lose 2 in a row. Look at the intensity on the faces of these 2 women. And Katy, no lightweight. 5'8", 145. But Jazz very determined this time around. Uh-oh, Katy's got her going in the other direction, and she did it! She did it! The daily double for our contenders. 2 victories in Whiplash. And that sends shockwaves through Gladiator Arena.
Our 2 female contenders, Cindy Leroy and Katy Haller, off to a great start. Question is, can they keep it going? Up next, The Wall. Welcome back. We're Ray Velasco getting ready for round number 3, a contender with high hopes and big goals.
I'm really hungry to be, one of the best orthopedic surgeons out there. I'm real passionate about everything I do. And, I think it's a lot has to do with drive. You gotta be passionate about what you want to get done. And, I'm just, I can't explain, I can't put it into words. Also acting crazy here if I try to put into words how hungry I am for things, and just burning.
And words, Ray, won't get it done in the next event. Round number 3, who can scale the wall? Unfortunately for Ray Velasco, he draws Turbo. Erik will have Nitro chasing after him. First man up in 60 seconds or less will earn 10 points.
Erik on the right, Ray on the left. Erik, very, very gifted from a gymnastics standpoint. He said he spent the last 17 years imitating the movements of a spider. Turbo has just pulled Ray Velasco off, and now he's going to try to go 2 for 2. This is an unbelievable demonstration. Turbo got 2 contenders in 33 seconds. However, I think it may be illegal to do that. Is Turbo just showing off? I think it was pretty clear that Spider-Man would have made it all the way to the top, but Turbo, unbelievable.
This game is a one-on-one game, one gladiator to one contender. In this particular case, Turbo, who had already taken down his contender, then went to chase the other one and took him down. Therefore, I am disqualifying Turbo and awarding 10 points to the contender.
So, an unexpected bonus for Erik Betts. On to the women we go. Cindy and Katy tied at 12. Katy, the comptroller from Seattle, Washington, a woman who needs more than 24 hours in her day.
I get up at 3:45, and then I train until 4:45 at home. And then I get myself ready and my children ready. Then I go to work. I have to be there at 7. And then I get off at 3. And then I go back to the gym by 4:45. And I train until 5:45, and I'm home by 6.
Then she hops a plane, flies to Los Angeles, and competes here in Gladiator Arena. No big deal. Well, here she is against Jazz, and following Cindy Leroy up the wall will be Sky. Both women off to a great start.
Contenders ready! Gladiators
Katy
ready!
on the left, Cindy on the right. And they're on their way.
Cindy off to a pretty good start. Katy faltering a bit. And down goes Katy. Now the race is between Cindy Leroy and Sky. Cindy, if she can cross over here, can buy a little more time and stay out of Sky's way. What a story she has been so far here in the early rounds, Cindy Leroy. She pulled the dog bone away from Jazz and is very close to making it to the summit of this wall. And she's done it. 50 seconds. 50 seconds, how about that? Cindy Leroy, just your basic mother of 2. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Rachel.
Well, Cindy, you are one of the most amazing mothers I have ever seen. Your little daughter, Rachel, loved it. 51 seconds to climb the wall, and after 3 rounds, you've got 22 points. Have you surprised yourself?
Yes, I did. I only made it up the wall once in practice, and I was real scared of the wall.
Rachel, I know you took the press clippings from when your mom was in the newspaper, when she made the tryouts and everything. Are you proud of her? Yeah. Yeah, we are too. Cindy, turn around, wave high. Nice going.
Welcome back to Gladiator Arena. Hang tough. Our next round for the men. First up is Ray Velasco as we look at the gladiator he will tangle with in this event, Nitro. Ray trailing Erik Betts by 10. As a matter of fact, he needs To get going, he hasn't scored in the 3 previous events. He can get 10 if he can cross this grid of rings and get to Nitro's platform in 60 seconds or less.
Ray with a very powerful upper body, strong, looking good, swinging well. Nitro trying to close in. He better hurry because Ray is getting close. He's got this other ring.
Yeah. How long you want to stay up for? Till the end, man. How long is the end? How much time? Till 0, man.
I think the end is now, Ray.
20 seconds left, that's it. Ray had a chance. Nitro took it away from him.
Piece of cake with the ground, Pooba. Piece of cake. I was toying with him. I was up there and I said, hey, how long do you want to stay up? He goes, I want to stay up all the way. I said, not. That's no.
Well, here he is, Erik Betts, the former Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Did all the martial arts and gymnastics work on that show. Very gifted, especially in midair. This should be his cup of tea, Hank Tough. Erik's girlfriend, Gloria, looking on. Here we go. What does the Power Ranger have in store for us? Tried to fake Nitro into making some kind of move. And lost a ring in the process. He better find one in a hurry or he's in trouble because Nitro is closing in. Erik doesn't look worried. I'll give him that. He's running out of time. Only 20 seconds remain. And he's got to hurry. They're doing a little trash talking up there, too. Erik knows that Nitro can't pull him off. He can stay away as long as he wants to. Not the greatest match in the world, but certainly one of the most interesting. Erik Betts hangs tough, and he gets 5 points. You can't touch this.
Erik, it looked like you were toying with Nitro up there. You didn't look worried at all.
But what kind of man is he, Lisa? He didn't go for the win. He went for the tie. You can never be a champion going for the tie. Up there, I kind of was like, come on, baby, come to Papa. Come to Papa. And he's like, no. I go, make your move, make your move. And I'm saying, hey, you're never going to be a champion going for a tie. You know? You can't come here and go for the tie. You got to go for the win.
You know, I honestly, I think he's right. He's a great... Honestly, it's a great gladiator. He's a great gladiator.
Let's hear it. He hurt your feelings, Nitro!
I think it's impossible to hurt Nitro's feelings. On we go. The women's round 4 will be assault. Zapp atop the platform for the Gladiators. First up, Katy Haller, a fine all-around athlete, high school All-American in track and field at Franklin High School in the state of Washington. Her goal here to hit the target located above Zapp. That would be worth 10 points.
Katy on her way. Now at station number 1. The crossbow, perhaps the most accurate weapon we have. That one wide left.
Katy now safely behind station number 2, the barrier there. Trying to get the shot off. That one wide left.
Katy now at station number 3, 25 seconds left. Trying to get the shot off. Looking for the triggering device, finally found it. There it goes, that one caroms off the shield, guarding Zapp. Still going, but she's running out of time. That one off the mark. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is it, time expires. Katy does fire 4 weapons and earns 4 points in assault. She has a total of 16 after 4 rounds. Zapp trying to cool down here, but in just a few seconds she'll turn on the heat. Next up, Cindy Leroy. 22 points through 3 rounds, and she has really impressed everybody. 2 points in Swingshot, 10 in Whiplash, 10 on the wall. Now here's her chance to get 10 in assault. Cindy on her way, and she's got some quicks, but not quick enough. She raised her body just a little too high behind the first station, and as a result, unable to get a single point as Zapp was able to pick her off.
Sure, I think you can be an athlete and be sexy. Don't you think so? See you on the beach.
We are back, Gladiator Arena, round 5. The playing field is set for Powerball. Erik Betts with a 15-0 lead on Ray Velasco. Standing in his way, our trio of Gladiators, Turbo, Hawk, and Laser.
Crackle pop.
45 seconds. Contenders will try to score as many times as they can. Goals in the center cylinder worth 3. A goal in the outer cylinder worth 2. Velasco with a nice move on Turbo. His first points of the afternoon, and they were big ones. 3 in that center cylinder. Mighty Morphin with a move. He's got one in the outer cylinder. 30 seconds to go. Ray again. That time Turbo didn't go for the fake. Erik getting double teamed at his end and knocked out of bounds. Now they're double teaming Ray. Laser racing over to cover up Erik. Under 10 seconds now. Ray needs another one in that middle cylinder. That's why he went there. Laser was standing in his way, and that is it. Let's add it up.
Ray, you finally got on the board. You said this was your favorite event. You proved it.
Yeah, I did. I've had a rough day, and I was kind of an all-or-nothing guy. I made some moves earlier today that cost me, but I knew Turbo was a great competitor. And
let's take a look at that replay.
See, Turbo's one of the best guys out here, I think, and I knew I had to put a good move on him in order to get some points going, so gotta pull it out, see what happens.
Yeah, you did. Slam dunk right in the middle for the big 3. Nice going.
Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, Ray.
Round 5 for our women. Also Powerball, 3-on-2, 3 glads, 2 contenders. A look at Cindy Leroy. 22 points through 4 rounds. She has a 22-16 lead on Katy Haller. Mother of 3, a comptroller from Seattle, Washington, and having a good day. Our 3 Gladiators, it'll be Jazz, Sky, and Ice Ice Baby. Again, 45 seconds, the time limit. We're underway. Right now, Powerball belongs to the glads, but Katy Haller scores in that outside cylinder, and Cindy's got one as well. Katy powering the one in that center cylinder, that's worth 3. Katy's got another one. Cindy working hard, Sky rides her down. Jazz takes care of Katy. Tough hit there by Jazz. Time running down, 5 seconds to go. And another power move by Katy Haller, and time expires.
Are you okay? Are you all right?
Katy's got a smile on her face. Was it worth the effort? You bet. That's why the contenders love to come to Gladiator Arena. They want to prove themselves against the best, against long odds. 9-2, Katy wins it. And with the 9 points, Katy takes a 25-24 lead after 5 rounds, and her 3 boys, Jordan, Jermaine, and Jamie, couldn't be prouder. The Gladiators have huddled, now they're ready to hit. It's crunch time here at Gladiator Arena, the event, the Gauntlet. Inside the Gauntlet are 5 Gladiators. It will be Ice, Jazz, Siren, Sky, and Zapp. First up for our contenders, in this last chance to score points before the Eliminator, 31-year-old Cindy Leroy, who trails Katy Haller by 1, 25-24. If a contender can make it through this gauntlet in 25 seconds or less, it's worth 5 points. But if they can do it in 20 seconds or less, they will earn 10.
Gauntlet is brought to you by Sprite. Image is nothing, thirst is everything. Obey your thirst, Sprite.
Gladiators ready to grind. Here we go. Let's root her on. Getting the big stick from Ice early. 15 seconds to go for Cindy. And she's still at station number 2 with Jazz. Now she's beyond that. Siren dealing with her, giving her the once-over. Got to keep the feet moving and use the hands in the gauntlet. And it is apparent that Cindy Leroy is not going to make it. Comes up a little bit empty here in the gauntlet as our quintet of Glads do their thing. Katy, 32 years old. You know, originally she didn't want to try out for the show. She couldn't find a babysitter as an excuse until her brother found one and said, "Sister, you've got to go." She went and she made it. The eyes say it all. Katy powering by Ice and working away by Jazz. She's in good shape so far. Now she's got to deal with Sky. 10 seconds to get out of this gauntlet. She's all the way out, all the way out. Does it in 18 seconds, so that means 10. Big points. She has 35 going into the Eliminator.
Not bad for a 32-year-old mother of 3 as she trucks Zapp to get to 10.
I want to know what you think of what your mom's been doing today.
I think she did good.
Are you proud of her?
Yeah.
Were you a little worried before she came to the Gladiator?
Yeah.
How come?
Because it's a lot rough and stuff.
Okay. Mom, you tell them that you're okay.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, thanks.
Katy, that wasn't a very convincing okay, but Jermaine, Jamie, and Jordan loved it. On we go, round number 6 for the men. Breakthrough and conquer. Erik Betts with a 17-3 lead.
For the Gladiators inside the conquering, there's Saber. But first up, Turbo in breakthrough.
Erik looking to make some kind of move on Turbo, and oh, he almost gets away, but Turbo drives him out of bounds. On to Saber in the conquering, where the Power Ranger has laid down this challenge.
You're a massive guy, massive guy. I admire you. I'm sorry, though, you have to go down. You have to.
Saber, a bad man to challenge, Erik. Working him pretty good, though. 5 seconds to go. Erik certainly not intimidated, but Saber wins the battle. No points for Erik Betts. And the door now open just a bit for Ray Velasco. Only 3 points through 5 prior events. He's got to deal with Turbo and Breakthrough and Saber in the conquering like Erik did. Last chance here to earn points before the Eliminator. I think Ray is a much better athlete than he's shown so far. A 4-sport star at Thomas Jefferson High School. but his football background deserted him there. Turbo gets the job done once again in breakthrough.
Ray's strong, but he needs to get low here against Sabre. Do not take him up high. And that's exactly what Ray's doing. If he locks up and gets an arm, he might have a chance, but Sabre doing an excellent job of keeping Velasco off his body. That is it. That is it, Turbo, Sabre, do it again.
Sabre, I'm a contender. I see you in the conquering. The first thing I'm thinking is shoot single leg. I don't want to attack you up here, and it seems like that's what all the contenders are doing.
I'm only 225, 230 pounds, so they figure they can rush me up top. That's cool. I bench press 550 pounds when I feel like it, you know, so let them rush me anytime they want to. And to be out here with Turbo, the man, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go.
You're the man in waiting, right?
I'm the man in training.
Yeah. Sean, oh yeah.
I see so many athletes in this day and age who take their notoriety as an athlete and blow it. I look at my experience as a gladiator, and I really feel comfortable with the fact that I just finished my master's degree in finance. I'm beginning my PhD in economics. And when I go to a kid and I say, hey, young man, young woman, you know, stay in school, don't screw around. I can say that not being some fella who's on a Coke can, but I can say that being someone who the week prior may have failed an exam.
It's all on the line. Our women ready to shine in the Eliminator. At the moment, Katy Haller from Seattle leading the way. Her 11-point lead on Texan Cindy Leroy gives her a 5.5-second head start. But Cindy has been full of surprises all day long. The dental technician, the mother of two. Question is, does she have another one up her sleeve? She's with Lisa at the start line. Lisa?
Cindy, you told us that your motto is Leroy's the name, basketball's the game. Now might be a good time to change it to Eliminator's the game. What do you think?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm going down 5.5 seconds behind. I hope to pull it out.
All right, thanks.
And once again, $2,500 goes to the winner. The Eliminator is brought to you by Combo Snacks. Combos, the one snack that's twice as good.
And the key in the first part of this Eliminator, do not expend too much energy on this Versa climber. Try to stay fluid, try to stay smooth. That's what Katy Haller is doing. Here comes Cindy now, trying to cut into a 5.5-second deficit.
Katy really kicking in the afterburners. She is looking super.
Former track and field high school All-America at Franklin High back in Seattle area. Moving now across the handbike. No mistakes yet. Down she goes. Off the cylinder. This could be Cindy's chance, but she needs to make up some time here on the handbike. She is working extremely hard. She can fly across this cylinder. She'll be back in the hunt. And she has. They're on the cargo net. So many times. This is where the race is won and lost. And look at Cindy Leroy. She has pulled even. And now has taken the lead going into the zip line. She's the first to reach it. Deep breath. Here she comes. It is Katy Haller now who has to come from behind. Cindy pushing, pumping, trying everything she can to get over the wall. She's done that. Only the treadmill remains. Cindy, keep that head up, keep that head up. She has. Cindy Leroy looks like she's going to win this thing, and she does in dramatic come from behind fashion. Her time, 1 minute and 36 seconds. How about the mother of two from Rowlett, Texas? Good boy. How about that girl? Cindy Leroy, $2,500 richer.
Hey, Cindy, you did it. What a fantastic performance. You know, you said your favorite ball players are Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith. They've won the Super Bowl. You've won the Gladiator Bowl.
Thanks.
How are you feeling?
Great. I just got behind on my two favorite, what I thought were my better events. I didn't do very well, but
you've won it all. Your family very proud?
Yeah. I want to thank Stoneworks Adam for helping work me out on that, and Say hi to my daughter, Jody.
Go say hello to the one who's here right now.
Rachel, thank you.
Rachel.
Who are you kidding, Cindy? You did great. And there's young Rachel. Nicely done. The gentlemen are about to start their engines in the Eliminator, and only an unscheduled pit stop by former Power Ranger Erik Betts can save Ray Velasco from defeat. His head start deficit, 7 seconds. Let's see how he plays the role of long shot. He's with Lisa.
Ray, you once surfed on a car going 90 miles an hour, a pretty crazy stunt, but you're gonna have to be extra crazy to win this Eliminator today.
I tell you something, sometimes you gotta just throw caution to the wind and get a little crazy sometimes. So we'll see what happens.
Now's the time, good luck.
Ray Velasco, the pre-med student from Dallas, Texas. A look at Laser and Saber on course.
Erik Spider-Man Betts pumping hard and making this Versa climber look easy. I'm not sure I've seen anybody work the climber quite like Erik did. He's at the top already. Jumping down the slide. Now the hand bike. Look at that. Whoop, 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 whoop. You know, he didn't even bother to practice during our practice rounds. He was a little banged up, and maybe he didn't want to show the other contenders what he had. What he's got is a lot of athletic ability. Not quite as smooth on the cargo net. And I don't know what he was doing there, fooling around or something, or maybe he hurt his finger. He's hanging on to his finger. He may have dislocated, jammed it or something. He's trying to shake it off. Ray Velasco has taken the lead. Erik Betts has been injured up there. He wants to go. Our spotter's making sure he's safe. Here comes Erik Betts trying to do something dynamic. Ray Velasco fighting up this treadmill, fighting hard, down he goes. Here come Erik Betts. Even though he let Ray Velasco past him, he's still back in the hunt. Usually if you don't make it on the treadmill the first time, you won't make it the second. No, with Erik Betts, he did it the second time around. What an incredible race. What an incredible finish. Erik Betts, the former Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, powers his way to a victory. His time, 1 minute and 35 seconds. Wow.
And Ray Velasco won't sleep well tonight, that's for sure. He knows he let it slip away.
Oh, really? Is that right? I think it was broke open or something. Good job. You ready for some Powerball?
Erik, was that just to give all of us heart attacks, or what in the world was going on? What happened?
Fingers on both hands cramped up.
Cramped up?
Spasmed, I couldn't open them.
Couldn't open them up. You always believed, though, that Mighty Morphin power came through. You must have, but you believed?
Well, I had this guy over here as my motivation, Saber.
Oh, and he was pumping you on.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, that was simply fantastic.
Thanks a lot. Can I say thank you to one person real quick?
Yes, you may.
I'd like to say thank you to Billy Blank's World Karate Center. Without that aerobic class, without this guy right here to motivate me, never would have made it. Never would have made it.
Saber, what do you think of this guy?
Hey, a lot of heart, huh? A lot of courage and a flair for the dramatic, huh?
I guess so. Thanks, guys.
And Erik Betts, with his victory, will be a motivational source for a lot of future athletes as well. Congratulations to both men. Well, a dramatic conclusion to the proceedings here at Gladiator Arena. For Lisa Molosky and company, from our team to your team, I'm Mike Adamley. Thanks for joining us. See you again next week on the American Gladiators.